Decorating a Christmas tree is one of the most cherished traditions of the holiday season, and I'm excited to guide you through this creative and festive process. During this session, you'll learn tips and techniques to transform your tree into a stunning centerpiece for your home. We'll cover everything from choosing the perfect theme and color scheme to adding lights, garland, and ornaments, ensuring your tree reflects your unique style and holiday spirit. Let's get ready to make some holiday magic and create a Christmas tree that will bring joy and warmth to your home throughout this season. Step one, so we want to choose a theme and a color scheme. So we're going to decide on a theme, maybe traditional, modern, rustic, whimsical, and then we'll decide on a color scheme. We can go classic red and green, silver and gold, blue, or white, whatever you love to do. So what we're going to do, our theme for this session is traditional, and the color scheme is going to be our classic red and green. For this segment, we're going to use an artificial tree that's 7.5 feet tall. It is already pre-lit, so we know that the lights actually do work on it. For our garland, we're going to use this gorgeous ribbon, and we have different sizes. We're going to use a 4-inch, a 2.5-inch, and a 1-inch ribbon. For our ornaments, we're going to use a mixture of ornaments. So we have a base of ornaments, and then I have these gorgeous specialty ornaments that I've collected over the years to add an amazing touch to the tree. And then as far as our topper, that's a special treat, and I can't wait to show you. So placement is very important. We want to choose a location near an electrical outlet for easy lighting. So it can be near your fireplace, it can be in your bedroom, it can be near the front window of your living room, as long as it is near an outlet and you can light that tree. Stability is very important, guys. So you want to make sure that your tree is in that stand and secure. Now, on to one of my fun parts, fluffing the branches. I have one of my amazing Wells creatives here. Come on, Mark. Help me out. And we're going to both fluff this tree together. So you want to make sure that you're pulling those branches apart so you can't actually see through the tree. And when you begin to fluff the tree, guys, it makes it much fuller and easier to design. Okay. So I'm going branch by branch, and on each one of these branches are smaller branches. And because it is wire, it's easier for us to just pull those branches back one by one to make the tree look fuller. Very important, guys, because when we get ready to design the tree, hang your ornaments, place your garland, they can effectively lay on the tree. And you want to do the entire tree from top to bottom. The great thing about having an artificial tree that's already pre-lit, we don't have to worry about string lights. But if you have a real tree, you want to make sure that the tree is set up securely in the stand, as I previously stated, with the artificial tree. But also let the tree sit for a couple of days so that the branches can actually fall and lay correctly, and then go in and start stringing your lights on the real tree. One good tip is to actually step back as you're fluffing the branches on the tree to make sure that it is full. So if you step back and look, you can begin to see how we're not able to see actually through the tree. Step 4, so now we want to add the lights to the tree. The good thing about an artificial pre-lit tree, we won't have to worry about none of that. But one thing that I love about the trees that have been produced today is that they come with several light settings on them. I'm a guy of a little extra shine, so I have a pre-lit tree 7.5 feet tall that's already has its light settings on it, but I may want a little twinkle, right? So I can switch it up. Several different ones. But for this one, I'm going to go with something that has a steady twinkle to it, such as this one. Step 5, now we want to add our tree topper. So typically you can use a star, angel, bow, or any type of unique decoration that matches your theme. For this particular demonstration, we're going to use ribbon. So how I design my tree, I like to use the diamond effect, which is why I start with my tree topper first. So I take my ribbon, this nice 4-inch ribbon. As you can see, it is double-sided. And I create my bow. So I have one loop, go down, have my second loop, and then I repeat that step again. And I add it actually to the tree topper using the branches that are already there. Twist that, make sure it is tightly secure, and we're going to do that 2 more times. I have my wonderful scissors, and I'm going to cut at an angle. So we're going to repeat this process again. Because it is a round tree, guys, you do everything in odd numbers. So our tree top is going to consist of 3 bows. So 1 loop, gather it together, twist, bring it down, bring it back up. We want to twist again to create a 3rd loop. And now we want to go in at the top of the tree, securely attach it to the top of the tree, and fluff it out. Take our scissors and cut at an angle. As I previously stated, I like to use the diamond effect for designing my tree. So we've created our tree topper. Now we're going to create the diamond. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. The same way that we created our ribbon for our tree topper, we'll do it within the tree itself for our diamond effect. Our diamond effect. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I like to layer my ribbon. So I have this gorgeous 4-inch ribbon again. It has a plaid touch to it. It is within our color scheme. So I want to layer the tree topper. So I'm using the same concept that I had before, where I'm taking the ribbon and creating my 3 loops. And that same branch that I use to securely attach this ribbon to, I'm gonna untie that because this one is already in place. And just place this on top of the previous ribbon. And that way we have layered it and added a little bit more spice to our tree topper. We can do the same thing, guys, with the garland throughout the tree. Layering the ribbon, guys, adds so much energy to your tree. At this point, it's becoming a conversational piece. So if we do all 4 points of your tree with the same concept, we have actually given it an even balance. And the good thing about ribbon that has wire in it, once it is securely attached to the tree, you can adjust it however way that you want to fill it out. Diamond concept, very easy. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We want to place the ornaments. So sort your ornaments, separate them by size, color, and type. Rule of thumb, guys, Your tree is a round tree, so we want to design in odd numbers, starting off with about 5, depending on the size of your tree. Then go up to 7, then go up to 9. That depends on the size of your tree. First, we're going to start placing these gorgeous large ornaments, and you want to place them in the open space of your diamond concept. And as you can see, Mark here is beginning to place the large ornaments, and I'm going to join him with my gold ones. And because, guys, we have spruced out the tree, fluffed it out, whatever terminology you want to use, it's so much easier to hang the ornaments. And we want to space the ornaments throughout the entire tree. You don't want 2 of the same next to each other. You want them to kind of be cohesive and complement each other. So as he's placing his red ornaments, I'm placing my gold ornaments in between. All right, next, guys, we have these gorgeous medium ornaments. And as you can see, they have a little bit texture on them, so they don't have to be all solid. Have fun. Do something a little bit different. So I'm going to start placing these in between my large ornaments. And don't be afraid to go just a little bit low. You want to design the tree from top to bottom. We also have these gorgeous gold medium ornaments, different texture, different size, that we can also kind of play with. Now I can place this one right here. So we want to add some additional decorations. I am a guy that likes different textures, different things, and like the tree to feel full. Or even though we have fluffed this tree out, I feel as though it needs more. So I have some specialty ornaments that I've collected over the years that I like to add throughout the tree. So I've traveled near and far, from Cancun to Turks and Caicos to DC. And everywhere I travel, I pick up a special ornament because I like to add it to the tree for the holiday season. And because these are specialty ornaments, guys, this is actual glass, you want to make sure it is securely attached. So that's why it's kind of good to work with an artificial tree that has branches, because we can simply hang it and bend that branch back, and now that ornament is securely attached to the tree. Look at this gorgeous reindeer. And guys, some of these specialty ornaments you can pick up from your local retailer like a Michael's, a Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Target, or even on Amazon. And I'm going to drop you the Amazon link to purchase some of these items. So not only do I like to add my specialty ornaments, I want to add some floral picks and sprays. So I have these gorgeous gold ones right here that I've sourced from a local retailer, and I'm going to simply start placing those in the tree, especially in the areas where the green is very heavy. I want to start filling in between. So the only thing that you need to do is make sure that you have a straight angle. You just kind of want to go in and just place that in the tree. And remember, guys, we design in odd numbers. So this one I'm going to do about 15 because I want it to be really, really, really full. And we actually want these to exist in the tree. So laying them on the branch or having them kind of come out slightly is ideal. And the larger the tree, the more it's going to take. So that's why I mentioned earlier, determine what your budget is. So when you get ready to start shopping, it's not a sticker shock. These are also some other floral picks that I've sourced from a local retailer here. And I absolutely love these because now I begin to extend the dimension of the tree. So I have these floral picks, and we want to make sure that we spread those leaves apart. And the same way that we place the gold floral picks, we can do the red picks the same way. And we want to make sure the way that we place these are complementing the other ornaments that are already on the tree. We don't want to hide any of the specialty ornaments, we want to complement them. So Mark is going to join me now. He has other floral picks that we want to add to these trees, these gorgeous berries. And he's going to begin to start placing them throughout the tree. This is how we begin to make it look like a nice designer tree. Remember, guys, to spread those branches out. Spread them out so they can exist and live in your holiday creation. And don't forget the back of that tree. Make sure we go all the way around. Look at this, this is such a nice touch. And even guys, I'm going to take this just a little bit step further. I'm going to start placing some in my tree topper to enhance the height of the tree. So even though it's a 7.5-foot tree, by the time you get through with it, it may be about 8 feet tall. Look how gorgeous it's all coming together. I think you need a little bit more sparkle. What you think, Mark? So this is just another element we're adding to the tree. Whatever your preference is, I like full trees. I like them to be conversational pieces. So we'll just take this, and at this point we can bend this wire and we can stick it in this way. And what it does, we are increasing the dimension of the tree. And remember, guys, spread those limbs out. And to remember to always, as you're designing, it's okay to take a step back and look at the tree and make sure that everything is properly placed. If it's not to your liking, just move it to where you like it. You take this out. We'll simply place it over here. That's my nice little step ladder over here. And I want to go directly in the center to give it some more height and make that the focal point. I also have this nice 1-inch ribbon that I want to kind of add in there. So we'll use the same concept as we used before when we were replacing the ribbon for the diamond concept. So we just take the loops, big loops, twist, turn, and find a spot where you want this to really exist. And I'm gonna place it here. And you can maneuver that ribbon, because it is wire, to look however way that you want it to look. But we want to create some depth, some texture. I absolutely love this 1-inch ribbon. I think it's a very nice touch. To add to the tree. And now what we're doing, guys, we're just filling in spaces because we want the tree to look fuller. Now on to the next step. We're going to finish this tree with a gorgeous tree skirt. Now you can go and purchase one from your local retailer, like I said, Hobby Lobby, Target, Michael's, Amazon, or if you have some nice fabric around the house, you can just kind of put it at the bottom of the tree as long as you have enough. And the reason why I say that, because it's going to be covered anyway with all of the presents you're going to buy this holiday season. So we're going to place this tree skirt at the bottom of this tree. Mark is going to tie it in the back. And because when we put our tree up, it's way before Christmas and we don't have any presents, I put 4 presents at the bottom of my tree. All right, and our last step, final touches and adjustments. So remember guys, throughout this entire process, I highly encourage you to actually step back and take a look at the tree from all different angles. So what we're going to do is take a step back and see where adjustments need to happen. So right in here, I wanna make sure that this actually looks like a bow, so this adjusted. And because it is securely attached to the tree, we can maneuver that. And even if there are some leaves that are not showing the way that they need to be shown, we can adjust that. And after all those adjustments and taking a step back, you can officially turn on your tree and enjoy your warm, festive holiday season. So rule of thumb, this is why I mentioned that budget is very important. Sometimes decor on a tree is from years of collecting them. So don't get discouraged if you can't design a tree your first year to look like this. Just begin to collect them over the years or buy them in the off season where they don't cost as much to get to the look that you want.